Guys, what's up? Welcome to Ridge Racer Ryan Barton. Today we're going to do a demolition derby. I'm in the Civetta Colossale, of course, and there's a bunch of other cars. That's the Civetta Colossale right there, and that one's the Kazashi Tomahawk, the Kazashi EFC8. You better watch this one because that's the first time we've ever shown this one. First drive. Benefactor Windstorm, Xevious Brewster, and the Age Fantastique concept. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So let's keep going on that one, and I'm telling you right now, this is gotta be some kind of a thing. We're gonna set the AI to random, and while I do that, I'm telling you that this is our first presentation on our website that the website will be shown to. So I am very pleased to let you know that it would be really cool if you come and check us out. Okay, so yeah, so here we are. Oh, okay, yeah. Whoa. Yeah. This is a actual RRRB race, not like the stuff that we used to do at Paperclip Park. No. This is a real thing. Battle racing. And here we go. We're following the windstorm now. Ooh. Okay, I'm not happy about you. Okay, I'm definitely have to give. Yeah, I'm watching footage right now. Oh, shoot. Okay, so now, yes, I am actually watching Bandicam footage and trying to be the announcer. But, I guess, yeah, so, I mean, I just kind of, slapped the Kazashi car. Oh, there's another wreck up there. I had to take high to avoid that. Nasty wreck. Trying to nail that thing. Bingo! Ooh, that's bad. It's a pretty nasty. It's a pretty nasty incision right there. Ooh, and I have just made the wreck 2 cars bigger. Me and the Benefactor Windstorm. Me and my driving are not very well in BeamNG.drive, but I guess that's good since you don't necessarily have to drive well. You don't even have to drive the right way. All you gotta do is race, and it has to be on the track. So yeah, basically that's what's saying I'm so open-minded with this thing is. I mean, and you don't even need to buy, you don't even need to get any mods except for my cars, because this is a track, this is part of a built-in map. So yeah, which is something that I'm pretty, wow, oh, there's my radiator. I don't think that it's a very good idea for me to drive around with smoke blowing, so I'm going to reset everybody and we'll try this again. But now we're going to drive the Kazashi Tomahawk E, a very stylish sports coupe, which is now have an incision in the hood. I'm battling my previous self. Oh yeah, how do you like that, Civetta? See how you like it. Pow! Uh-oh, yeah. Did I mention that this thing has super crappy handling? Because if I didn't, check out the other YouTube presentations where I show this thing. It is evident in every one of them. The first time I showed this car on YouTube was the day that I made it and put it on BeamNG.drive. I know for a fact that you can download a freebie resource that has this car, and yeah. So yeah, I thought it was pretty stylish how I made that move there, but you don't necessarily have to do this. I know the license plate says concept, but it's actually not concept, and we have another wreck. The E stands for elite in Kazashi Tomahawk E. I think it was probably once efficiency, but I think I changed it. So, but now I'm telling you for a fact that the E in Kazashi Tomahawk E means elite. And so now we're following the Xevious Brewster, which was for a second there dragging the Fantastique along behind it, which is something that I necessarily wouldn't do. I mean, like, if 2 cars are coupled together, I have to reset them. Because, I mean, like, if that's me, then I have to reset me. Okay, so we're going to try this again, only we're going to drive the Asahi we're gonna drive the Kazashi EFC8. This is my very first time driving the car, and it is a pretty nice car. I'm not kidding. This thing is absolutely amazing. You could not. Oh. Yeah. So, I accidentally turned on the AI before I drove, and I guess that's why the car wasn't working. So now I can actually drive it, and now that I am actually driving it, and it feels really, really cool to drive this pretty fantastic supercar. And I just very nearly drove it. Let's see if I can't nail the tomahawk here. Bam! I didn't nail it very hard. Just a weak T-bone, but you know what? That's not even good. Anyways, I'm taking high. Oh, it looks like we have a situation here. What happened? I don't know, but it must have had the super. Oh shoot. Yeah, I actually made the mistake of rear-ending the Xevious Brewster because then of course, I had to put the exhaust off. But there's the one thing: if you're driving a low supercar from made in automation, do not, under any circumstances, rear-end the Xevious Brewster. You will get caught. You will have a situation on your hands because you will be stuck. I think the only case where I would actually rear-end the Xevious Brewster is to get it out of my way. So, here's the Colossale taking low and taking high to bypass it. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and turn it. I don't feel like this. Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, now I've done it. Now that was cool. Yeah, and I decided I wasn't finished with the car yet. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Now we're going to try some different footage. This is footage from, I don't know. This is footage from December 4th. And I made the mistake of not full screening. So, but now the cars are Newlander Torrent ES here. Kazashi Tomahawk E. The Format Forezzo, the Dorian Arachnid, the Barsone Scorcher, and the Albany Divider. So today we're going to drive the Albany Divider as there. Oh, alright, and now we are going to hit the J button to unpause. There we go, finally full screen. The Fuerzo Tormento Visione, the black car that is closest to the front, and the car that I just rear-ended. Oh no! The Scorcher is overboard! Now I know that if a car turns upside down, it's going to die from exhaustion of, starvation of oil. And there we go. There's the rear ending of the Tomahawk. I drive down to check out the situation with the Scorcher, and it turns out the Torrent is also trapped. The Torrent was my fourth ever creation, and I decided to do something about it, so I had to now drive out of the grass, and oh, there goes the Kazashi again. That is proof that the Tomahawk is, oh, excuse me a minute, I have to go. There we go. What was actually minutes for you, maybe, was actually in about, 10 minutes for me, because, I couldn't get the clock to shut up because I didn't know where the snooze button was. But then I found out that if you turn off the alarm and then turn it back on again, it doesn't make any noise for the next 24 hours. And turns out that I very nearly made what could have been a fatal mistake. And then I decided to go off the track and see if I couldn't redirect the Fuerzo. There's the Torrent. I decided to, and then I missed. I decided to try and turn it, and then I missed. But then I just kind of, into the wall. And then I backed right up, only to find myself at the tail end of the Scorcher. Yeah, that was a stupid mistake I made. Now here I am again, trying to, yes, redirect. Again. Why can't the stupid car just behave? Okay, we're gonna reset everybody. And I think this is the point in the footage where I decided that maybe it would be a good idea to, just start afresh. Oh, and there goes the Barsoni Scorcher again. And this time I sent the Dorian Arachnid there. I'm sick of that supercar always. I'm sick of that supercar always, just flipping itself over. The next time it does that, I'm just gonna leave it there until it exhausts itself. And there goes the Kizashi. Fuerzo, I hit it and a wheel fell off. Look, it's rolling away. Yeah, so, I thought it would be pretty funny to do this. But yeah, it was really, really funny. It just, didn't seem like it. Oh, and there we go. I made a stupid mistake where I shot the ramp too far to the left. Did that. And of course, poof. And then I had to take high to avoid getting retaliated upon. So I had to then do that. And then I took the track around there. And then I tried to run over the Dorian Arachnid again. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just ram it. So that's what I did. Poof. Head on. Sorry. I have all this junk in my throat. It's winter allergy season, so I guess, yeah. But here's the thing, though. That's not the peculiar thing about it. The peculiar thing about it is that I actually am really, really good at driving in the divider. And I tried doing that. And, okay, so I reset everybody. And you can see there in the top right corner, if you look really closely, there's two other cars there. So I decided to turn those two into one another, and then they hit rear ends. Yep, it is actually the Cosmos EX and the Rover Hurricane SSE. Oh, look, some doofus car flipped over. But not on its roof, on its side. I mean, that doesn't cause very quick engine starvation like it would if it were on its roof. But I decided to just go ahead and bam it. Oh, cool. Yeah, I hit it on the side, and then I flipped over, and and then I tried to do the same thing for the Cosmos, but all it did was put a big dent in my hood. So I had to spend a few minutes trying to fix that after I tried to hit a second time, and then I gave up, and then I reset myself. But of course, then I decided to just pause and fix the whole mess. And then, only to be rear-ended by the Scorcher. Later, I would drive for the first time. And we'll find out more about that later, but right now, let's get in the know with the Albany divider. Albany is an English. Yeah, English. Albany is an English luxury car maker, and I decided that maybe they should have a luxury sports car, something to compete with maybe the Ford, or maybe the Ford Mustang, or the Dodge Charger. And so the divider came up, and the divider, it turns out, was actually pretty well matched with the Grover as well. Both have impeccable road handling, although the Grover is just a little bit on the understeery side. But if you hit the brakes really hard, you get some oversteer. And I'm a petrol head, and we petrol heads like oversteer. Bam! And then I ran over the rear end of the Cosmos EX while trying to land a jump. I used the wall to straighten myself out by just, scraping against it with the left rear end of my car. And then I rear-ended the Grover Hurricane and went over the cross intersection. I like to try to run over the cross intersection because when I do, sometimes it's really, really fun to nail cars that are already going there. And when I saw the Grover, I tried to go, but the car was just not fast enough. So I nailed the Kizashi Tomahawk too, and I rolled over, and I decided this thing's just done. So I spent some time redoing that, and I did not resume footage in the Albany Divider. That was the last of me in the Albany Divider for one day. So I decided to take over again in the Fuerza Tormenta Vigion, whom I had not visited in the longest time. So yeah, I'm kind of sad that the Limo 465 was not in this footage because I kind of wanted it to be, but I mean, I just didn't have enough time. So yeah, but that's not the peculiar thing about it. The peculiar thing about it is that it's something I wanted to do but didn't do. I could have done it, but I didn't do it. It's one of those, stupid mistakes that you make in life when you forget you want to do something, and that you could do something, and that there is room for you to do something. But yeah, I made the mistake of pretty nearly overloading it. When I was designing a car, I also made the other day. I also made the mistake of, bam, there goes the rotor. I also made a mistake of trying to boot up 3 programs at once. Automation and BeamNG.drive were already running, and then my automation files screwed up. And so I went on YouTube to watch a video on how to fix it. Well, that was a huge mistake, because then I got the blue screen of death and a really weird noise that your computer should not ever make. I like to call it the cyber burp because, well, duh, that's what it sounds like. And so yeah, but if you want to hear more about this story, probably just stick around for some of the other presentations. Anywho, I did not know exactly what was making the Cosmos not go, but I think the Cosmos just kind of maybe overheated its engine a little bit. So I just decided to go ahead and reset everybody, and I decided to do the Asaki 95, which I'll show you about in a minute. Hold on. If you don't know which car the Asaki 95 is, it's the car that just had a bunch of glowing dots on it, and it's the car that I am currently chasing, and also the car that I passed. So I saw the wreck going on between the Albany Divider and the Newlander Torrent, and I decided maybe I'd go ahead and make it worse. So that's kind of what I did. Now they're on the left of the screen in the grass, but now they're not because I just passed them. And now here I am going around the more common turn. I mean, that's part of the way stuff goes. Crash. And there we have it. Barsoni Scorcher. One mistake that I realized later on in the video is that the Barsoni Scorcher's mirrors are turned around, so I will have to rip the Scorcher out of the game to fix it. So this is my first time driving the Scorcher also. The Scorcher is a fairly new mission car that I have tried. But anywho, next time it's going to have the Limo 465, yes. There we go. That is when I set a sport record. The longest jump farthest jump in a four-wheel vehicle is currently held by the Barsoni Scorcher ELF premium comfort vehicle. So, oh! Now that was an aggressive move to make, especially for a supercar. And then I decided to go ahead and try some crap with that one. But the Asaki 95 holds this position. He's like, don't start crap with me, I'll knock you out. And I'm like, oh yeah? Well then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna beat you out of here. Which is kind of what I did. I tried to do. Which is when I broke my own record using my own supercar. So yeah, but the funny thing about it is not the fact that I brought various cars in. The funny thing about it is the Asaki 95 decided to then take out his anger with me on everybody else. And that's when it started going wrong. So now I decided that I wanted to help decided I wanted to go through it, and then I got more damage on the Asaki, and I completely messed up its front. Too bad. It was a very likable sports car. Then something very peculiar happened. And I know I'm like overly peculiar about it, but that's when I took a wheel off the Grover and messed up my own front end. And that's when I don't know, maybe it was the Cosmos started having problems. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's the Asaki 95 attempting to do it, and I decided to get in one more hit before it decided to retaliate on me. I'm not sure, but I think I actually might have taken it out of the race because I didn't see it really going anywhere again after that, I don't think. But this footage was taken maybe a couple hours before the recording that I'm doing right now, trying to just footage. But what's stupid about it is that I couldn't actually just run into the wall. And then another peculiar thing about it was then I decided to try and restart everybody. But that's when I realized the Scorcher had a issue, so I unleashed the Bravado Zen Speed on the field. One of my earliest, actually, I think it was actually one of my earliest. I think it was actually my early. Oh wait, no, that was the Grover Annihilate. Not shown, but it was a brown-ish alien car, which ran on a pretty sizable engine. And I tried to make the Bravado Zen Speed look as really cool as possible. It has 4 exploding exhaust pipes. And that's when I decided to take out an anger on the Kizashi Tomahawk. But that didn't work, so I just moved on down the track. And that's when I saw just about everybody was stuck. So I decided maybe it was then a good idea to try something different. And this is the last couple minutes of the footage, which is when I decided to take a run in the Grover. Screwed up and didn't get to quite make the crash cut, but I stopped. But I was luckily enough to get there in time to stop a Newlander Torrent ES and an Albany Divider GT from having a very bad accident. Yeah, it was not one of my favorite moments. And of course I head on to the Ajay Prophecy. So I just continued on down the track. And then I hit high as I went down the corner, and then I took to the inside as I went into the corner, and then I caused a huge wreck, in which I got myself stuck in a position from which I could not recover, so I just completely started again. To find by surprise, the Asaki 95 had taken some pretty risky moves, and then I decided to wait for the Prophecy to come around so I could nail it, but I just barely missed it. So I decided to follow after it. Maybe I would actually get a hit in. So, yeah, that's a pretty big example of the crap that goes on around my track. And oh no. And now we're down. Well, I decided to just kind of, reset everybody. Because everybody was in a pretty amazingly horrifying state. So yeah, I resetted everybody. And then I tried to find the Grover. There it was. So I unpaused and did this again. Yeah. And once upon a time, I finally made it into the crash era. Jeez. Was it really that hard? I mean, it didn't need to be that hard to do something just ridiculous. I mean, jeez. Do I have to? Man, I'm not gonna have to go and tolerate that again, am I? Yeah. Maybe not. Well, it has been pretty fun watching you guys. It's been pretty fun watching and pretty fun having you guys, so, I think it's about time for me to scoot on down the road, so I would like to thank you all for watching. Please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ridge Racer Ryan Barton will be having our premium content keep going, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. See you next time.